Well, hello everybody and welcome back down into the dungeon. It's Saturday, I believe, and I, of course, am dealing with my seeds, seedlings, and assorted attempts at getting things growing for the 2018 garden season. Yesterday, I finally got rid of all the what was it? It's the garden salsa peppers that were in that 72 cell planter, and one of my viewers commented that part of the reason I may be having problems starting things in those styrofoam cups, especially on the heat mat, is that styrofoam is an insulator, so there's a good chance that it might be working against me, which, you know, I wouldn't be at all surprised the way things go for me. So I went out looking for another 72 cell tray that I could plant up beside this one, and I didn't find that, but I did find a neat little mini greenhouse unlike anything I'd seen before, so I picked that up because it's new and different and I want to play with it, so I'm gonna. So what that really means in the long run, though, is that I have got a lot of little styrofoam cups with seeds in them that may be completely going to waste. I don't know. I think I'm just going to put them off to the side somewhere and we'll just wait it out, hope for the best, you know, like I do. And I'm going to get going on a whole lot more pepper varieties because there's not a lot currently on the grow. Certainly not enough to keep me satisfied and nowhere near enough to try and fill the side yard, which after all is kind of the goal. That's why we moved out here, is because I wanted all this land to garden on, and we have a battery operated lawnmower, so the more of it that I can turn into garden, the less I have to mow. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, it's good. It worked out to I actually paced it off one day, well, averaged it off. The average battery, you know, is so many steps and it takes so many batteries. It takes 7 full charges on the lawnmower battery to do the lawn, and I get roughly half a mile of straight walking on each battery. So it seems to me that it's like 3.5 miles of walking to mow the lawn, and that is the best excuse ever to plant more garden, in my opinion. So yeah, I need more plants so I have more of an excuse to dig up the soil, because if I'm just digging it up to have big empty patches there, that doesn't look very nice in the neighborhood, you know? So yeah, without much further ado, let's take a look at what I've got started and what I'm continuing to plant along the way, and I will bring down that new little mini garden thing, well, mini greenhouse garden starter thing, and we can take a look at that and figure out what I'm going to put in there too. So yeah, lots of planting today. What a surprise. So I've been going through my boxes of seeds and I found a whole bunch that I don't have going yet, and I found a pack of purple freak seeds, which means I think I sent somebody an empty card once, and I humbly apologize for that. But anyway, so I got a whole bunch of things in this box here I'm going to be planting up. If you can see, sort of just using little bits of painter's tape along the sides to label what each variety is. Doing 3 cells in, I'm going to do the same on the other side there. But hopefully I can get some more varieties going this way, because those styrofoam cups are not doing me a world of good over there. And I'm starting to get moss growth on a few of them, so that can't be good. Decided I should never plant that much kale at any one time again. It is now everywhere in here, filling up basically any available spots. Planted a couple back there with the mint. You won't be able to see them right now, but I have faith that they'll grow. I'm going to put a couple of larger Swiss chard plants in that back corner, and yeah, I've got a couple kale there, and I think I put one up front there. Yepers. So taking a quick look at some of the things I'm going to plant today, I've got the purple freaks. Those are the original descendants of when I tried to save the Bolivian rainbow pepper. Got M.A. Wartrix, because I don't have that on the grow at the moment. Jay's chocolate ghost scorpion, because oh yeah, nothing of that sprouted. Got some yellow scorpion seeds. Some ahi bonito. What's this? Ahi guana. Bolsa de leche. D-U-L-C-E. Bolsa de dulce. Should have taken more other language courses in school. What do we got here? White dwarf. Labiu. Ahi habanero, perhaps. Yantohi sweets again. Thai dragons. Shishitos if I still got room. Carbonero. Orange Primo Cross BOC. And the last of the Indian Jwala peppers. So, as you can see, that was all part of a parcel from mostly one viewer, but there's a little bit from a second in there, a little bit of home saved seeds. So, it's going to be a really interesting pepper grow this year. Really excited. I don't know if I really need to show you guys planting out one seed in each cell and writing out a label. That sounds a little redundant. A little unnecessary. Need to find out what the cat's up to. One thing I am going to mention though is that I'm just laying the seeds on top of the soil this time around, and then I'm lightly covering it with a mostly perlite mix so that it's got really very little to fight through to try and pop up. And hopefully it's a less aphid friendly surface. Yeah, that said, I'll get taking care of this and I'll get right back to you. So just a quick run through for the record. We've got the Jay's Chocolate Ghost Scorpion, the MA Wartrix, the Orange Primo Crossed BOC, which I'm thinking what is Bahoot Orange Copenhagen? Anyone? Anyone? The Indian Jwala, some Chocolate Moruga, some open pollinated Reaper seeds, Sugar Rush Peach, Sugar Rush Red, Red Tie, Yellow Ghost, Chocolate Ghost, Red Ghost. So yeah, I'm only doing, you know, one set of cells for each type of pepper, but I'm looking for varieties here. Varieties! So the other side's planted in now. We've got the Carbonero, Ahi Bonito, Ahi Habanero, the Shishito, Ahi Gawana. As you can tell, I kind of missed that one there. Yellow Scorpion, Antohi Sweet, Thai Dragon, Bolsa de Leche, White Dwarf, Labuyo, jalapenos for my muse, and over in the glare, some chocolate habaneros. So everything's watered in. I've got perlite on the top of all this. I have no idea if this is a good idea, but I'm going to give it a go anyway, because that's just how I grow. So the final bit of planting I'm going to do today is in this weird, well, funky little self-watering greenhouse. It's got a little felt mat and all kinds of stuff. Make sure this is on the pillars. Tuck that down. So many things that are just plain easier to do with two hands, but here we go anyway. Alright, now, two hands. I'll definitely need two hands for those peat pucks. And these little netted demons have come up in conversation recently. My plan is to cut these off when I transplant them, but we'll see. We'll see. First things first, I gotta soak this, and then I figure I'm gonna try planting as many of these purple freaks as I can, because while they're all technically kind of from one plant, they came up with a lot of different characteristics. The purple freaks are the parent seeds, I guess, for the St. Thomas Bane, because one of the things that plant cross-pollinated with was a super chili, and it took it and it ran with it, and it looks great. So that one carried off into the world. But a lot of other plants also kind of cross-pollinated with assorted peppers, and I kept as many of those peppers as I could. So some of those things came out looking like jalapenos, some of them came out looking like standard red chilies, some of them came out looking like little, almost like indigo rose tomatoes, except they were peppers. So I want to grow as many of those seeds as I can and just see what different varieties I can get. I mean, even if they all turn out to be the same super chili cross that is the St. Thomas Bane now, that's still pretty awesome. So it'd be nice to have some of those for the collection too. So yeah, I get to wait a while that soaks up some water, and then we'll be right back. Alright, so apparently this thing holds 34 of these little net pucks, and I've only got 20 some odd seeds there for the purple freaks. So I'm kind of thinking maybe what I'm going to do is I'll try popping these in and let them continue trying to germinate, because I've got some interesting varieties here. Some chocolate habs and ahi ahuchapan. Probably said that wrong, don't really care. Jay's Chocolate Ghost Scorpion. I mean, some of these I've started again today. Chocolate Moruga. Okay, most of these I've started again today. Brain Strain. Some I don't have anymore. So I figure why not? I won't have to worry with the little netting on these things then. Anyway, so yeah, might just be a win. If they fit. I'm assuming they do though, because I mean, these are all the same size, these little net pucks, aren't they? You know, as I look at this now, it seems to me this may have been a better idea in my head than in reality. But either way, I'd really like to see those seeds do something productive for me, and I can plant the purple freaks in amongst all these other ones. If anything sprouts, I can always move it to somewhere and, you know, plant it out. So, yeah, sure hope this works. Interesting little planter. Never had one with a wicking mat before. So, in theory, that should help them get only as much as they need and not too much more. Yeah, we'll see. We'll see. Alright, well, I guess that's where I'm going to wrap things up today then, since those little peat pucks take about 1 billion years to soak up in the first place. But yeah, we'll be back again tomorrow with Sunday's usual look at everything that's growing on around here. You can take a look at the 1,000,001 assorted kales that are now everywhere down here. And yeah, fantastic. I guess, on that note, I'll see you tomorrow.